This is Seattle, in the far northwest of the United States. It's a town with a high-tech reputation. Even Microsoft has its headquarters here. But this is a story about a less prosperous end of town, the school system. One of the biggest problems facing all educators is how to make the new computer technology affordable. A school district just down the road from here may have solved the problem.
Yep. It's down in the crack between the walls.
These students are from Issaquah, 20 kilometres out of Seattle. They've built and now maintain a very large computer network that links together all of the schools in the district.
This is called an RJ45, and we're just putting that on and just crimping the wires so they stay in there.
What it does is it hooks up to the back of the computer, and into right here there's the drops, and that allows you to be hooked on to the network.
Right now, I've had to reinstall the system software. It was sick, as Macs go, and so basically I had a couple disks with system software on it and just reinstalled it.
How much of the kids actually done in this whole project?
Almost all of it. Other than the expertise and the know-how have come from adults who have been a part of the technology community around here, but the kids have done the work, they've done the thinking, they've done the problem solving, they've pulled the cable, they've wired things, they've changed things, they've upgraded it. It really has been a very hands-on student project.
So what have we got here?
It's kind of the heart of our system. It's where everything kind of centralizes and some of our connections. What we've got here is our T1 connections to all of our different schools and different facilities.
By any standard, this network is large. It connects more than 2,200 computers at 20 different sites. And from kindergarten to high school, the computers are changing the way the students are taught.
Yeah, they cancel each other out.
In typical labs, physics labs, you have a lot of expensive equipment where it's hard to maybe get enough equipment for everybody. And in this situation, we can have hands-on for almost everybody.
It's a very different picture to just a few years ago, when, like so many schools, Issaquah was struggling with computer technology.
Over here is Twin Peaks, but it's really called Mount Si.
Oh, the famous Twin Peaks.
Right, and at the base of it is where you can get the cherry pie.
It all began in 1989 when Mike Bookie's daughter, Erin, asked him to help solve a computer problem they had at school.
They took me around the school and showed me a computer room that had, I don't know, about 20 TRS-80s, or as we affectionately call them, trash 80s. And I asked them to turn them on and show me what their problem was, because that was originally why I was there. And they said, to be honest with you, Mike, half of them don't work, and the other half we don't know how to make work. We have them here so when parents come in, we can show them that we have computers.
But Mike was no ordinary parent. As a computer networking specialist, he knew there had to be a better way.
So I didn't see the boundaries that maybe the educators had seen. So when I looked at the school system, they saw that they had 1,000 employees, basically 600 teachers and 400 staff, support staff. And I looked at it like, yeah, you have that, but you also have 10,000 information workers, in that my daughter is an information worker. And if you think about schools, the only thing that students work with, or anybody, is information. They don't build refrigerators, they don't build cars. Textbooks, libraries are all about information worker. So what I saw was that they were really a company of 11,000 information workers in 20 locations, which meant that Issaquah, if compared to a business in the state of Washington, was about the 4th largest employer of information workers in the state of Washington, and equal in size to Microsoft, which meant that this was going to be a very, very large system.
Under Mike's guidance, Issaquah set up the Technology Information Project, TIP. Teams of student volunteers were formed, each taking responsibility for a different part of the system.
You want to put the tool on it?
I'm feeding the wire through from here so they can go into the library to wire the computers.
Oh yeah, so this is all the cable. This is all the electronics for the computers network in here, is it? Mm-hmm. What is all this stuff?
Well, see, these are concentrators, so a lot of phone lines and patch cables go into it, and then one line comes out. And these are punch downs over here, which a lot of wires go in, and you just wire the patch cables through on the side of them.
Okay, so how do I connect back to the drive?
Okay, do net use.
The older students pass on their knowledge to the younger ones.
This used to be my old middle school, and I just like coming back here and being with the kids. And it's great to teach them and kind of leave something behind, and they're cool. They're nice to talk to and be with.
Can you tell me some of the specific education values students learn with this with building a computer network?
Logic, problem solving, and this has probably been the thing that's absolutely key to what these students have done. They took the system from the very beginning, went into our buildings, and our buildings were built over a period of about 30 years, so you know that they were in all different states of repair and disrepair. The students had to go in and plot where the wires needed to be brought. They needed to solve problems. They needed to find innovative ways to go in and do something like that, and we're finding more and more business and out in life, people are having to be able to solve problems on the spot that interest them, that are necessary to a successful completion, and I think this is one of the chief values for students as we've gone through this.
I always ask the graduating seniors, what was the most important thing you learned? And they never answer technology, they always answer, I never knew how hard it was to work with people, which told me that the school system wasn't doing a particularly good job of that. So there's a group of students who walk away with technical knowledge that business can use, so they can move right out into the workforce and get high-wage, high-skilled jobs.
I was afraid to talk to other people. I just want to sit in a corner and do my own thing. And then after a year of TIP, he says, I blossomed into this person, and I speak a lot, and I couldn't get up in front of a group of people, like 5 people, I couldn't get up and speak.
When you see what industry spends with the size of the system that we have, industry spends on the order of 10 to 12 times as much as we could spend on this. We simply don't have that kind of resources. Our chief resources are our kids, and it's a double payoff because the kids learn the skills that they need to be productive later on in life in the job arena or wherever else they want to go, and we benefit because we have this wonderful network we can use for education.
What advice do you have for other schools that want to set this sort of thing up?
Do it.